Welcome to the Weird and the Weary. I'm Jason. With me is Kevin.
Hey, everybody.
And Lee.
Hi-yo.
How's everybody's week been? How's everybody doing?
Doing just fine. Hoping some good news comes through soon. We'll talk about that next week, hopefully.
Ooh. Good news, good news. Good vibes out towards you.
Thank you, peoples. Thank you. Appreciate it.
How about you, Kevin?
I'm having a great time.
Good.
Just picked up a new Fire Emblem game.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I've made it so far in that I've picked my character's gender.
Oh, nice. Okay.
As far as I made it before I realized we were here today.
Oh, so okay. So we barged in on a little Fire Emblem. Good thing the Switch is portable.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You put the thing right to sleep. Doesn't matter.
Would like for you to stop doing it right now.
I'm sorry. I have to choose whether my character is a ghost or a demon or a human.
Okay, that is important. We'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
That's fine. So
he could be an otherkin. Who knows?
I just read something recently, a voice actor for that. I guess a famous one was let go from that recently.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah,
Some
for
sort of
spouse, like girlfriends. He was accused of beating up former girlfriends.
Yeah,
or
really?
assaulting
They're
or
re-recording all his
them.
lines or something.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now, Marth wouldn't do that. Marth is a good guy.
No, but Darth would.
Darth. Yeah, well, you did.
Yep.
No, I was pointing at Barf.
Barf.
It's more Barf.
Hey,
Half
come on.
man, half dog.
He's a Mog.
He's his own best friend.
Yep. His tail has his own mind of its own. And, Mogs don't do shit like that. No. A half human, half dog would be a really good person. Except for the Island of Moreau dogs.
Those dogs are horrible. McGruff dog. You need a McGruff dog.
Scruff McGruff.
I guess just mingling, humans with any other species is just wrong. You shouldn't do that, right?
No, it's
bad. Like I don't know.
Immoral.
If there's some kind of planet that formed that way, and there are Mogs and their own best friends, it's got to be the most peaceful planet. Everybody sniffs ass.
Yeah, sure.
Eats poop and whatever dogs do.
All right, so it's like a furry convention on a whole planet.
Right.
Cool.
But here on our planet, just keep the fursuit. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
But let's not ever, mix species like that.
No, stay separate, please. Thank you.
Please.
It's better that way.
Gotta keep them separated.
Mm-hmm.
I would clone one of my dogs, though, if I could. I would. It's a good dog.
Sure.
Plenty of hair to pick from.
Right. Though, she came, she's a rescue, and she was really scared her whole life until, it took her a while.
So if you clone her, you could make her not scared.
Or do I have to have pay someone to beat her again to make her scared so I could love her again to show do I have to do that as a clone?
No, that's only for humans. You can't transfer that onto the animals. That's only for humans. That's what we do to one another.
Okay.
That's deep.
But you know what else you shouldn't do genetically? You shouldn't really interbreed. That's right?
No, there's so many things wrong with it beyond just morals.
Sometimes, there's a cousin situation. Famously, Kevin Bacon and Keira Sedgwick, they're distant cousins. And it was on one of those genetic TV those shows that do the genetic tests, and they're like,
and they're
you're related to Thomas
to
Jefferson, yeah. They're still together. Yeah, they're still together. It's a distant cousin line.
Kissing cousins.
Boy, that explains a lot, I guess. Where is it, Kentucky?
I don't recall. But
we really didn't like Hollow Man. Sorry, Kevin.
Yeah, sorry. Hollow Man sucked. Kevin Bacon, I actually did sign in and return the class action lawsuit form and got my money back because I kept those stubs. Because it was actually a good night. And then the movie sucked so bad it made it better because we just got to talk shit about Hollow Man the rest of the night. That was,
Refresh my memory. Was it that people were so upset that it was such a horrible movie they wanted their money back?
No, the advertising was straight up lies.
Oh.
It was you see the poster or watch a commercial and it'd be it was taking snippets of what the reviewers were saying. So it'd be this movie was good.
Oh, that's right.
If you gouged your eyes out with a spoon, but they're this movie was good. Whoever produced Hollow Man They had a string of movies that were like falsely advertised, like the
It was
House
Sony.
on Haunted Hill.
I think it was on Sony
something like
Pictures.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
House
know,
on Haunted Hill. That movie spooked the poop out of me when I was a little young lad.
but it was kind of a shit movie. It was a shit movie.
I've never watched
wasn't
it.
that
13 Ghosts. That was
that
kind of a
Liam
shit
Neeson?
movie. I don't remember.
The House on The Haunting.
Lily Taylor.
Yeah. The girl who killed Andy Warhol.
Well, those are abominations, you know, and that's, you know, I mean, if you ever seen X-Files, it's kind of what you get with interbreeding, too, you know, like that.
Oh, I forgot about that episode.
Speaking of, you know, movies and TV shows, there's that Home episode where, yeah, like, the brothers, yeah, anyway, you know.
Yeah.
But
I'm just trying to be royalty, okay?
Trying to keep the bloodlines clean.
either way you look at it, it's really not a healthy way to, you know, increase your family size.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
And it's also, you know, a mind-shattering experience for a lot of children involved, you know. And I don't know, yeah, incestuous acts are weird, but this one just takes the cake. It's Barbara Daly Baekeland. She was a socialite who got murdered by her son, Anthony.
Spoilers.
Oops, sorry. She was the ex-wife of Brooks Baekeland, who was a grandson of Leo Baekeland, the inventor of the Bakelite plastic, which is that stuff that, like, kind of gets really brittle after a long time. Yeah. Bakelite. It's like a really light plastic. They made a lot of stuff out of it, like cups and saucers and stuff. Yeah. My mom used to collect that stuff, you know. So
The ones with, like, the angular cups, they were, like, 8-sided octagonal sort of cups.
No, that was a ceramic. This was a plastic. Yeah, so it was like a thin kind of plastic. It was really durable, kind of. But
It's like a Tupperware situation.
Like the ones they would probably have at, like, a grade school or high school.
No, it was more. I don't know. It's hard to. They made Bakelite, a lot of different Bakelite stuff, but it would. Over time, though, it got kind of brittle.
Oh, okay.
And imagine that, like, crumbling into your food as it's cooking.
That's just the extra flavors.
What's this horn growing out my nose? It's fucked.
Fooly cooly.
Now she was raised in Boston in 1932.
It's Boston.
It's true. I was just there. They all say that.
Boston.
Boston.
And she grew up in a pretty just bad home environment. You know, she had like a mother who had a history of depression and psychotic episodes, and her father was chronically depressed, alcoholic, and there was a lot of fighting in the home. And when she was 10, her father, Frank, had committed suicide by putting the hose in the car and sitting in the garage, you know, for a little while. And that insurance payment they got that had them. They moved to the New York City and they lived at the Delmonico Hotel.
The fucking Delmonico, huh? That life insurance settlement, huh?
It's a big one.
You
yeah.
sure he committed suicide and she didn't kill him? Oh, no.
No, he was.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Rest in peace, Miss Baekeland.
He was pretty. No, this is Daly. This is Frank Daly.
Frank.
This was Barbara's father, who committed suicide when she was 10.
No, yeah, I'm saying that.
And so, you know, years later, Barbara becomes a young lady living in New York, and she's more prominent because there's some money, and she became like one of the top 10 most beautiful girls in New York in like Harper's, you know, and like she had contracts for Vogue, and you know, she did a lot of modeling and.
Good work, Barbara. Really living it up there in the city.
Do it up, you know. She was a very, very beautiful woman. Very attractive
we love you,
woman.
Babs. We love you.
And she had a good social rank. You know, she had a lot of friends, and her beauty just kind of got her invited around to these big social events.
Sure.
Because, you know, booze was legal again, and you could just have a good time.
She's the hottie with the body, and the money doesn't hurt.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So, big high society stuff. And she got to date a whole bunch of different, handsome, young, wealthy entrepreneurs, or maybe some old ones. Just she had to go around. She got a lot of suitors. Wanted to
Sure.
pick up little Miss Young Daly.
How you doing, old lady?
She also suffered from similar mental health problems like her mother and her father. She was a patient of Foster Kennedy, who was a psychologist, neurologist in New York at the time, real prominent. There's actually an eye disorder named after him. So
really,
yeah. She had her slew of problems growing up. She was depressed. She had episodes, outbursts. But maybe Dr. Foster helped squish some of that down a little bit.
Well, a little therapy.
Yeah, a little therapy.
Hypnotism.
Yeah, and she got a screen test in Hollywood. She got an invitation to go do a screen test.
Ooh, all right.
And this didn't really get anywhere. It wasn't really a good screen test.
Oh.
But she did, she found some love, though.
Love in the air.
Another actress that was there trying out for doing a screen test, her name was Cornelia Dickey Baekeland, introduced Barbara to her brother Brooks. And Brooks, he was a pilot in the Royal Canadian Air Force.
Oh, shit.
And that's...
Flyboy.
Yeah. Handsome flyboy. I mean, come on, man.
What's not to like?
Right. Top Gun. Come on.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Gotta be fly to be my man.
Top Gun 2. Why? Why do we have that? I don't know, but I guess we'll find out.
Why is he still a captain?
Well, yeah, and
It's like 30-something years later. He's supposed to be pushed out by now.
I love that how that Admiral is like the bad guy in that clip in that trailer. That's so weird. I don't know if you've seen that trailer for Top Gun 2.
I want to go in blind.
Oh, okay. You want to go into
it?
the danger zone blind.
Yeah, I don't know, probably.
I'd rather play Afterburner.
Well, Brooks, maybe he hit the danger zone. I don't know. I don't think he really knew that song. It wasn't out yet.
Not in Canada.
No, not in Canada.
Nope.
They had a brief romance, a little swing, and Barbara liked him. Well, she also liked that money,
Give me that money.
And she got him.
How'd she get him?
I'm pregnant.
Oh, that'll do it.
She wasn't pregnant.
What?
No, she wasn't pregnant. Nope.
She was a liar?
She lied. But
Come on, Barbara,
you're not pregnant? No, he did the noble thing, though. And he married her right away. So he got married out in California.
Oh, the Lee Noble thing.
California,
Got married, I don't know, man. I guess that was the right thing to do. I back in the day.
Sure, yeah. From everything I've heard, that was just the go-to move.
Sure. That's it's the right thing to do, I guess. And she listed herself as a professional painter.
Ooh, I didn't even know she was a painter.
And he listed himself as a writer on their marriage license.
Thought he was a pilot.
Well, can't really do much piloting when you got a baby on the way. Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess, maybe that was his backup gig. Maybe he would write while he was in the air.
Smart.
I'll just put this thing on autopilot and have him write a few words. What do you think?
Captain Brooks, master of the skyways. I don't know, something like that.
I was flying high over the clouds, and I thought to myself, why shouldn't I do it? So I did.
He wrote the true.
I wrote the true.
So they get married. They move to the big true.
The choo-choo.
The choo-choo. Hey, wait, that's what I call my dog's little chew toy thing. Are you choo-choo? What, your choo-choo? Choo-choo. They get all crazy. And then, yeah. It's like
cool.
when I, Kevin, you want another beer? And you're like, oh,
yeah, hell yeah.
And if you had a tail, it would wag, I'm sure.
Oh, I do have a tail.
Oh, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that one later.
He didn't tell you about that? He has a belt for it. All right, we're getting off track. Go.
So, yeah, they moved back to the New York City, got another luxury place, luxury apartment, and they lived it up. They hung out with like Greta Garbo and Tennessee Williams and Yasmin Aga Khan and like all these notable people of the era.
Okay, I'm picturing a Great Gatsby situation.
Pretty close.
Okay, cool.
Kind of, but not.
Just living it up, throwing parties all day.
So yeah, she also became pretty well known for her like outbursts and rude behavior, and you know, she just she didn't really get much help, I guess, or just shrugged it off because she found a good hook to hang on to,
and some of those doctors back then would probably just put on some laudanum or some opiates.
Yeah, well, yeah, she'd have those like days in bed depression sessions, and she drank heavily, and they both cheated on each other a lot.
That sounds like a great time.
Well, eventually, Barbara gave birth to Anthony in 1946. They traveled the world, and Anthony grew up in many different regions throughout the world. They went all over to Europe.
Sure,
and
world traveler.
Cosmopolitan.
Cool. Brooks probably just flew them everywhere in his jet.
Yeah.
It's like, just get in the wings. It's okay.
Just hold on.
Hold on tight, boy. Put on these goggles. Good boy. All right. I don't know how he spoke, but
that's exactly how he spoke.
I think that's how he spoke, yeah.
That's how they speak in Canada.
They maintained their home in New York, but they based themselves mainly in Europe from like 1954 on.
Okay.
And they rented houses and villas all over the place, and they just lived extravagantly, and they had like lots of parties at all these places they rented, and then they also had a lot of affairs. It was a good time.
It's a great time.
Hey man, when you have the means and I guess the immorality.
Yeah, if nobody cares, let's do it.
Yeah, let's have fun.
Everybody's doing it.
You only live once.
Did they invent YOLO?
In a sense, they did. The debauchery was well known. Jason, continue.
No, in the 60s, they decided to just like hang out in Paris, stay in Paris. That's good. That's a good place to hang.
Sure.
A lot of places to have sex with people, I guess, right? A lot of, isn't that the place where you like fall in love all the time?
Yeah, they invented the Eiffel Tower.
Right, it's a big penis.
And
right.
They need a lot of fat.
Right, and the arc is the vagina, right?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. So, triumph.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it, Marion.
You'll never look at it the same. And that's where Brooks met an English diplomat's daughter, is about 15 years younger than him, and he wanted a divorce. He just fell right in love immediately. He just wanted a divorce, and then Barbara tried to commit suicide. So Brooks was like, "Oh, all right, I'll stop."
I just ate this whole bottle. This whole bottle.
Well, if that's the way you're going to be, Barbara.
I guess I'll end it. Jesus.
So they dragged on. For another 7 years, they dragged on.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's around this time when Anthony was about 20 years old, he met Jake Cooper, who was a bisexual Australian man.
Jake Cooper.
So, come here, Anthony. Come here. We're going to go on a little walkabout here in the Alps, and then I'm going to keep you warm.
Ooh.
And, Cooper, he was the one, he introduced Anthony to... the world of an open gay society that was fueled with a lot of hallucinogenics and other drugs.
Oh.
This is a different kind of gay society, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I've been to a lot of raves, though, so it's kind of not that much different.
It's probably just using real instruments instead of electronic ones.
Maybe.
Oh, wait a minute. No, that'd be before his time. Never mind.
No, I'm just saying, like, I've been to a lot of... Well, what are you doing? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Music-wise.
Where'd you go?
Did the
You're talking about a rave.
Did the rhythm get you?
No, I didn't get
They
it.
warned you about
Oh,
it.
no, I'm just saying, like, I don't think everybody who's, every homosexual lifestyle involves a lot of drugs.
No,
but this
it
experience,
sounds like this one did.
This one definitely did. And I said, I I've been to a lot of raves though.
Yeah,
and it's kind of similar.
it's like proto disco though.
Right. This is 67. So this is in Europe, so there is probably some, like I don't know what's going on then, but
some wild stuff.
Free love back then.
I don't know why I can think of just like the Ricola.
Ricola.
Take this acid, man. Listen to these Alp pipes, man.
Wait a minute, those fucking sheep out here.
They sound like a didgeridoo after a while. And
drink this Foster's.
Yeah, so they would go back and forth to like Morocco to get these drugs. Real smart. If anybody's seen like Midnight Express, Turkey, Morocco, all those fucking places. Yeah, like you don't smuggle drugs from those fucking places, man. Like that's just a bad idea.
Very bad.
Those prisons are just not friendly.
Thailand too, Malaysia.
Yeah, just do the drugs there and leave them. What's wrong with you people?
Don't tell me where to do my drugs.
Go in that corner, do your drugs.
Okay.
Thank you.
But I won't like it.
I bought all these. I want to take them back. They're my drugs.
Yeah, they're my drugs. I want to do them in my house.
Right.
They're placebos, sorry.
Look, if I want to do a kilo, I'll do a fucking kilo, okay?
It's baby laxative.
I'm just going to the bathroom now.
All drugs are suppositories.
Well, Mama Baekeland, she didn't like this. She didn't like this. She didn't like that talk.
No,
she didn't like that kind of talk. She didn't like the dirty stuff these two boys were doing. I mean, she wasn't too upset. It's 67. It's a little looser. But, it's not that loose. I mean, gosh. It was bad.
She wants grandchildren.
Within this society, though, homosexuality isn't frowned upon as greatly in the real world. Like in the artistic society in the mid 60s, 50s, 40s, there's always been homosexuals, so let's not deny that
from beginning of time.
But there's always been like safer areas for
more accepting,
tolerant. So Barbara, she's just kind of worried mostly about the drug smuggling, thing, and maybe her 20-year-old having an affair with a older man, but she drove all the way from Spain to Switzerland.
Ooh!
And when they got to the French border, Anthony didn't have a passport.
Whoops!
And they were both arrested and jailed.
Left it on the mantle, Mom. Sorry.
Right. Well, I mean, she started making a scene, and him not having his passport. Okay, so you're trying to smuggle. You're going to jail.
Yeah, she was probably like, I can't believe you left the passport while you're doing all these drugs, smuggling them across the border.
Right, and then all of a sudden, she has all the drugs. No, she didn't have any drugs, but...
Mama's no mule.
How did you even get in here, you idiot? Well, they finally got out. They went back to Spain, and she wanted him to... hook up with this girl, Sylvie.
Okay.
She was a young Spanish girl that just pretty young girl, nice, affluent family.
Mm-hmm. PYT.
Yeah. Well, Dad already decided that was his, so they were having an affair already.
What?
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Oops.
Yep.
I like to find aged.
So Barbara tried to kill herself again after finding out.
Oh, shit, Babs.
Barbara.
At this point, is it an intention kill, or did she really try? Probably.
Just a little next. She's like, look what I did. Okay. All I had to do is go a little further.
That's a bite mark. You just have teeth marks in your arm. That's disgusting, Barbara.
Stop that.
But I'm hungry.
Eat. You also...
I mean, she needed help. She definitely needed help.
Of course she did.
Seems to be like her go-to move. Yeah, I'd say she could use something.
Can't do that.
Well, Brooks had enough. He's like, fuck this, man. Like, he took off with Sylvie, filed for divorce for real, and Barbara, severely depressed, tried another suicide attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Her friend Gloria Jones, the wife of James Jones, saved her. from that attempt.
Oh, good.
And Brooks, he later married Sylvia. They had a kid.
Oh.
And then he divorced and had another marriage later.
Damn it, Brooks.
Yeah. Brooks found, he did find happiness, I guess, right? It took a while. But, yeah, man, that's pretty rough. So, later down the road, 1969, trying to keep her social status up, she meets a man named Samuel Adams Green.
Sam Adams?
Sam Adams, yep. And he was brewing his first batch.
Oh, my.
Of Samuel L.
Gee.
Jackson.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Not the same, actually.
It's a different one.
He was a pop art curator in New York City.
Not Boston.
Pretty notable. And they started having a little fling.
Okay.
Oh, nasties.
And introduced Samuel to Anthony. And Green just didn't like Anthony's artwork. Anthony was an artist like his mother, a painter. Remember on her marriage certificate,
Painter.
Yeah, Anthony wasn't much of a painter. Anthony,
This is juvenile, pedestrian. Please.
he was kind of a simple kid with hereditary mental problems going on too. He had similar problems, that were unchecked because he just, it was a weird upbringing already. So he was like, "Yeah, this art sucks," and bye.
Oh,
See ya.
that was it?
Yeah,
Thanks for the crayon
That was the
drawings.
first and last straw.
that's it. And she didn't want. Yeah, and he's like, "Okay, you're a flake. He's a flake. I'm done."
Bye-bye.
She started stalking him, and when she got back to the United States, she it says that she walks barefoot across Central Park in the snow, wearing nothing but a lynx fur coat to demand entry into his apartment.
Let me in.
Right, so you just psycho.
Do you know who I am?
That's hot. You guys wouldn't open the door for that?
I doubt she was naked.
Now, Barbara eventually started having a little bit of a problem with her son's lifestyle. And, like every mother, they want grandkids. Mm-hmm. I guess he couldn't adopt in 1968, being a homosexual man.
I can see that.
So, Barbara decided just to help him, to fix him not be bisexual anymore.
Oh, okay. Those like those gay conversion plans.
Right.
Yeah,
So she started hiring prostitutes to have sex with him.
sure.
Oh,
As one does.
that's the formula.
Now, this didn't work because he just kept turning them away.
Nah, no thank you.
No thanks. Nope. My room's clean. It's okay.
I could see him with each person coming to the door. He's wearing like more and more extravagant outfits just to show I don't like you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, in the summer of '68, they were living together, and this is following the divorce. Barbara kind of manipulated and coerced. Barbara manipulated and had her son have sex with her to make him not gay anymore.
Oh God, that's it. I'm out. See ya.
That's a hell of a power play.
That is incredibly nasty.
Her reasoning is that her being the most familiar woman in his life, that she would, be able to show him.
Sure, yeah.
This makes me fucking.
So in her mind, she's like, this is the least shocking thing for him.
Right. My vagina will cure you.
He's already been there once.
Right. When you come back,
It's a different kind of shock therapy. So
all you'll want is to have sex with women after that's, because her shit was just fucking awesome. Yeah.
She's like, she got that bomb puss.
She coined the phrase in 1968.
horrible.
Now, this obviously I mean, they had a pretty close relationship, and he listened to his mom. He had. I mean, reports say alleged, but I mean, okay, he had sex with his mom. Mm-hmm. He's always exhibited signs of mental, disruption. He's always had mental health issues.
This probably helped that, right?
Oh, yeah. This helped it blossom full swing. He just started having, like, complete schizophrenic episodes, manic episodes, started getting really violent. He was diagnosed schizophrenic. And his father, like, initially wasn't going to help. He was just like, nah, I'm with Sylvie.
He's just like off in the distance. He's like, that sucks.
Remember that ass your mom like tried to get you? A bitch.
You wish you took that now.
Why don't you just go tap what's there?
Oh, so
sloppy. Brooks coined the phrase "sloppy seconds."
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's it's in the Bible or something.
You bastard, Brooks.
The Bakelite lexicon. It's like a 40-page manuscript written all on Bakelite sheets. It's crazy.
It just repeats.
Can't flip them too much these days. Too brittle.
So he just started losing his shit, and him and his mother started having even more arguments because maybe she liked that D. I don't know, man, but like,
it was her control. She was a manipulator, and she was trying to control everything.
Right.
And she couldn't control it. She controlled it by threatening her own life.
Right. And she
threatening other people.
Fractured this guy's mind. Fractured his son's fucking psyche, man.
All right, Bates Motel, got it.
So they started having like fucking knife fights. Like he'd pull a knife out, she'd pull a knife out. Like they just fucking go at it.
Knife
Sharks
duels.
in the jets.
Nice.
Beat it. They would tie each other's hands together to
Yeah, and then
fight with the other knife hand.
So in 1972, Anthony, he had enough.
Okay.
He had enough.
I mean, that's probably a good move.
He decided that he was going to have his mom and him go out for the day.
Okay.
And when they called the coach, they were living in Chelsea, London. When the coach came, he tried to shove his mom in front of it.
Ooh.
Oh. Inspiration for throw mama from the train.
Right. Well, fortunately for Barbara, he was too weak. He couldn't. He couldn't push her.
You small sickly boy.
She was saved by his weakness.
And another woman was there who lived nearby, and a friend of hers, Susan Guinness.
She knew Sam Adams and Guinness?
Right, yeah, and that's where the black and tan came from.
Oh.
This sounds like a drunken story now. And then Budweiser came over. I said, hey.
I don't believe it's a relation, but
no.
I hope so, though. So, yeah, Anthony got arrested for attempted murder. Barbara didn't want to press any charges.
Well, sure. Her son couldn't even press her out on the fucking way.
Oh, shit.
And he probably couldn't like press anywhere else either.
She's
disappointing. All over. I'm on top now. All right.
Was she a portly woman?
No.
He was just really thin, like I imagine.
Well, he just got out of the sanitarium. He was under therapy for a while.
So I imagine
sanitariums then weren't the best.
So he probably looked like Moby.
Yes, he did. He kind of looked like Moby, but he never hung with Natalie Portman. No way.
I heard.
Or Christina Ricci.
He's hanging out with these ladies. There's pictures.
He didn't. He didn't even like his mom that much. So he didn't like creep on young ladies, though. So yeah, she didn't press charges, and he got admitted to another psychiatric hospital. He was released pretty quickly afterwards. And he started taking some psychiatric sessions at home.
Oh, okay.
Baby steps.
So he's finally getting some help?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And doctor's like, no, this guy's going to fucking kill you. He's going to murder you.
Oh.
Yeah, if he stays here in this house, you're gonna die.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was basically just really violent and, like, he's going to fucking I'm gonna kill you.
Well,
Kill her.
I mean, I feel like the knife fights and attempted murder pretty much showed that earlier.
Yeah.
Rat poison in food and all that shit.
Oh no, slow death, man. This is just fucking straight out rage death. Like he would pull out her throat and keep digging if he could.
Oh Jesus! Get the straight razors. Get it over with.
So 2 weeks after the doctor said, "Hey, Barbara, your son is a loon. He's gonna kill you."
Yeah.
What'd you do to him? No, he didn't ask. I don't
Pass.
know. Yep. Just turn, close your eyes. But 2 weeks later, he stabbed his mother to death.
Oh, shit.
Killed her instantly.
Jeez.
She was 50 at the time, and Anthony was 25.
Barbara.
Police, they showed up. Anthony was still at the scene.
Okay. Was he, still stabbing?
No, he was done stabbing. It was
okay.
a lot of stabbing, though. It was
It's probably
a lot of stabs.
Yeah.
No, I say he was probably catatonic by that point.
Oh, yeah, no, he confessed. He confessed at the station later. He was he's charged with her murder right there. He's institutionalized at a Broadmoor Hospital, July 21st, 1980. Mm-hmm. And at the urging of a group of friends, he was released.
Oh.
So they'd take care of him.
So
And
back then you could just murder somebody, and as long as your crew rolls up and they're like, yeah, we got him. They're like,
Please
all
let
right.
him with us. You can stay with us.
right.
We have a couch and
This is what
handcuffs.
affluence can buy you.
Wow. I got to step my game up into that society.
Find a rich mother that's yours to have sex with.
Oh.
And shave, motherfucker, shave.
So, get born again and
Okay.
have sex with your rich mom.
Is this what the born again stuff is about?
Yes.
I've been misunderstanding it the whole time.
I have pamphlets.
Okay.
I have a couple pamphlets for you.
Perfect.
A couple pamphlets. So, Anthony went right back to New York City.
Okay.
He's 33 now. He went to go stay with his 87-year-old maternal grandmother. And about 6 days later, he attacked her with a kitchen knife. He stabbed her about 8 times, breaking some bones.
Do you think maybe that doctor was going to warn her? He's like, you know what? Fuck it. The mother didn't listen. Fuck it.
Oh, no, he was just going for the whole line, the whole lineage. He just want to get rid of the whole fucking thing. Just you know what? I don't care if you can't give birth anymore, man. You're done.
Just in case. The bloodline is impure.
Yeah, he was arrested again. Charged with attempted murder. Sent to Rikers.
Wait, he fought an 87-year-old woman and lost?
Oh, she won. She won. No,
She won by
She
living.
didn't win. No, she lived. She just lived. She
okay.
she survived her injuries miraculously.
She is.
I mean,
a
he broke bones in her chest,
Yeah.
and in her rib cage and in her one of her clavicles stabbing so hard,
And she called the cops, and she's like, a little bitch just tried to kill me.
I couldn't even push you. yeah, that's probably what. My heart is terrible.
Do you recognize the attacker? Yeah, it's my bitch-ass grandson.
He's a real piece of work. So, he got 8 months in another psychiatric ward in Rikers. And he was going to be released on bail in 1981, March 20th, 1981. But it was adjourned. There was some delay in his medical record transfer. So about 30 minutes after that happened, he suffocated himself, plastic bag. So,
Wow.
tragic.
Yeah.
Fucked right up. High society. They made a movie about it called Savage Grace. And, it follows the same name book. There is a part, though, that shows a menage a trois with Barbara, Anthony, and that Samuel Adams Green. Mm-hmm. And he flat out denies that. He's like, I never did that. I had an affair with Barbara.
Yeah.
I never had sex with her son. I'm not even bisexual.
Huh?
And, that's an outright lie. And they tried to, get the movie, stopped or changed. But he passed away. It's never been taken off.
But he didn't believe that she actually did have any sort
No,
of deal.
he
with
didn't.
her.
He thought she was saying it for like attention because she was really open about this, having sex with her kid to make him not gay anymore.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. It is a possibility. Maybe she was making it up. But then again, people and that kind of money and that society, they just think, they're above it. They're like, no,
Sure.
do what I must. Do what I want.
Possibility, but either way, it drove this troubled boy into a young man into a rage.
Murder, assault, attempted murder, and suicide. And it's just someone screaming for help because they couldn't live their life. They had other people, one person trying to dictate their life.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes, families are spawned from this strange practice where one case, the Colt family, it was June and Tim Colt. They were originally from New Zealand. Their brother, sister. They moved to Australia.
Okay.
And
Just trying to like save money on rent or something.
right, made themselves some bobbies.
Okay.
Split those coupons.
Sorry for the horrible accent, but yeah, that's what they did. They were like the Game of Thrones couple or whatever, So this is in 2012. This is recent.
Wow.
Yeah, they found this family.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Get the stealth of some Rizobites.
because in 1966 they had moved to Australia, and June born in 1948, Tim 43. They parented 7 children together.
Ooh.
7 mutants.
This is before they moved to Australia.
They tried to make an X-Men team.
Now, Tim, you see the age difference there, right? There are 5 years younger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What I was reading, it said Tim started having sex with her when she was 12. So that makes him 7?
Yeah.
Wow.
Where's he getting that information
I
from?
don't know, man.
Where's he getting I don't know. Old soul? Maybe it was possessed. Possessed by an old motherfucker. He's like 89. Like Chucky. I'd go into a human soul.
So he made a musical band with his family.
Sure.
And
That's what you do with big incestuous families.
yes, definitely. It's kind of like the Duggars on that one show about the family that had like 24 kids. Or, my wife's vagina is a clown car. Is that the name of the show? No, it was like
No.
Yeah, the Duggars. It's a family. They had like 20 fucking
that's
kids.
right.
I
Yeah.
thought that was more recent.
Yeah, and then like one of the speaking of incest, one of them was molesting all the
Yeah, there
daughters.
was something about that. All of a
Fucking-
sudden, it was.
It's like one of the brothers or some shit.
Yeah. No, that show's gone because they tried to cover it up.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Was that Utah?
Oh, probably. I don't even know. I just thought that was so gross, like having 20 fucking kids. And then she had another one. She was like 40-something. It was 97. It was when Betty, one of the children, was wanting to know if she could get kidney donated to her granddaughter. And they found that her mother, June, was inbred.
Whoops.
This family had like 40 members at the time, like with grandparents and mothers, fathers, uncle, brothers, aunt, sister, cousin. I don't know. You could just fucking keep going, man. Like uncle, grandpa,
I was imagining.
uncle, brother, grandpa, cousin, Fred, with a fucking I don't even know, man. This lineage is whack.
I was imagining Jerry Springer. You are the inbred.
You're the father and the brother.
You are your own son.
Now, I mean, this wasn't a normal family. Everybody was just kind of fucking each other and everything, man. They were like torturing animals.
Holes in the walls.
They were fucking animals. They were fucking each other. They were mutilating animals' genitals because they probably weren't good enough. Them cousins, brothers.
Sure. Yeah.
There was a lot of like weird incestual pedophilia between all these people. Like it just fucking. There was a lot of genetic deformities, of course.
Yeah, I could see that, I guess.
I mean, the Bible says this is how this all started with us. So it must have taken a while to clean that up, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. Or maybe it was all fucked up. Who the hell knows? But yeah, there was like... It was just chaos, man. Like, these kids were like showing sexual tendencies at a very young age because, well, I mean, the father was having sex at 7.
Yeah.
You know, so like... I don't know, is that like some kind of abnormality genetically? You know, you just feel horny when you're like 5. You know, you're like, oh man, I just want to go.
You guys weren't like kicking in the second grade door, like, what's up, motherfuckers?
No, man, like where I grew up in LA, like, you know, the Spanish kids had the mustaches. They were getting all the girls because they had a mustache.
Sure.
At 7. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw my passport.
That's right. Yeah, you were like 9. You had like full on fucking Castro beard going.
Sick.
Yeah.
Silly.
I was picking up El Cubanos, motherfuckers.
Still can't even grow a cool
El
beard.
Productos.
Maybe at 40.
Now, they were kind of like a nomadic family. You know, they'd move from different regions of South Australia, West Australia, near Victoria, and, you know, people became suspicious.
You ever see that convoy of fucking buses full of mutants?
Yeah, I mean, like, they're all, like, different forehead sizes. Like, it's all, yeah. Yeah, they all held up a Mackey's one day. I just wanted to get a burger, and the Mackey's is just full of these inbred. I don't know.
Do they look like the hills have eyes?
That's all I'm imagining.
Yeah, me too.
You know? I just learned that Mackey's is McDonald's in Australia.
I didn't know what that was, so
Yeah,
thank you for
Mackey's.
clearing that up for me.
Mackies?
Mackey's.
Mackies.
Mackey's.
Mackies.
Mackies. I seen it. So I saw it spelled.
Give me some Mackies.
You know, a Mackey's and a lager, and, you know, I don't know.
Do Mackies decide?
And some crisps.
Big bowl of crisps right in my mouth. The Mackey Desad. Yeah, that's what happens when you eat too many Mackey's burgers.
You become the Mackie Desad.
Knowledge of the family, like, you know, like, people knew there was like a nomadic tribe of fucking inbreds and shit, like moon-headed looking people running around, you know, all over Australia. And
Mac the Knight.
yeah, so it was like around like when Mac the Knight was
McDonald's.
You know, I'm sure one of them looked just like it. I mean, come on, there's 40 fucking kids, grandparents and grandkids.
I
And,
think a Nightbreed too, and Island of Dr. Moreau.
You can hear them all coming down the road, right? They're all like that fucking family band thing.
That's right. And 40-piece hillbilly bucket band.
12-piece in the bucket.
Yeah, the authorities became aware of an incident that led to like 7 different harm reports being reported on their property, or, you know, with these people. Mm-hmm. Official investigation was opened in 2012 of July when a child reported overhearing another child at a local primary school talking to this like dirty girl living in a bush, and she was pregnant.
Whoops.
With the father being her brother.
Whoops.
And she heard that another one of her sisters was pregnant and didn't know which one of the brothers was the father.
Oh.
So the police, they tracked the family's camps down, and they kind of just rounded them all up, you know. Stop playing the music there. You, get over here. You know, okay, you're not even part of the group.
I know. They've been treating me so well.
I'm the travel DJ. I'm the travel They give me girls.
They're my host. It's my host family.
So at this time, both the parents had died, and June had died in 2001, and Tim in 2009, and the family was being led by Betty, who was one of the elder children. So yeah, they rounded them up. They put a lot of these children in foster care. And yeah, it was like 38 people living in the bush outside of New South Wales, and they were charged. Everybody there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of it's a lot of finger pointing. Who's fucking who? I don't like to. The moonhead.
You know, the captain's like, listen, why don't we just have them all fucking sterilized? Just get it over with.
Like, we can't even understand
This
them.
is bullshit.
Fuck, man.
Not even. What are you even speaking?
Yeah, just get the hoses out, and Betty tried to dispute the charges.
Ooh.
And get custody back of the kids.
That's probably a pretty solid legal defense she has.
But they tapped her cell, and she was pleading that none of this was happening. There's no incest.
Sure.
No. They read her text messages. Her son Bobby and her were having a little sexting going back and forth.
Those are just messages.
Scandalous.
And they made some plans to abduct little Billy, who's Betty's grandson. Okay,
sure.
You clear with that? Okay. Could have been his own cousin, I think.
Grandson's son.
Or his own nephew. I don't know. He's just fucked up. It's hurting my head. This is math that I don't
We're going to need
understand.
to bust out a diagram.
It's his uncle's son.
Yeah, get a punnet box going.
It's his nephew's son. That's his nephew's son.
Nephew, grandson, uncle, best friend. Yeah. So yeah, they were gonna bust him out and run off, and just get out of Australia to South Wales and maybe go back north where they like it up there. They like
different bush.
Right, and same bush because it's her bush. Oh shit!
It's burning. It's burning.
Yeah, they did a full genetic test. Bobby is a product between Betty and either a father or a full brother of hers. So he's like an OG almost,
He's pure.
He's pure. It's just a really unique case because a lot of the victims just won't come forward. They, it's family.
Sure.
And God, I don't know, man. It's just fucking, it's crazy. Like it's such a common thing. These relationships were allowed, and even in foster care, these children were showing like aggressive sexual tendencies because that's all they grew up seeing.
Believe it. Yeah.
Right?
They're probably like, "Where's the kitchen glory hole?"
Right? Like, why isn't the person feeding us getting fucked right now?
Yeah.
Like, that's what we clap to.
That's their television. That's fucked up.
It's fucked up. Like, I had to go into a Walmart. In my local Walmart, and I see this man, and I know his guy's having a hard life. I mean, he's a large man, like the man whose like belly hangs over his long extra shirt. But he had like this thing on his neck, holding his tablet in front of him.
Ooh,
are you serious?
And he's reading some Dickens.
Okay.
No, he's watching fucking porn.
Oh, you said he was reading Dickens.
I believe
he was
you.
watching some Dickens.
Yeah, he's watching some Dickens. Beeline right for the
out.
bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Just really,
You said he beelined for the bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, it was a really, really hot day.
Did he
Can't finish that in your car? You'll stroke out. You'll die.
Yeah,
Literally.
He stroked
You'll
out.
stroke while
You'll
you're
stroke.
stroking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you don't want to die like that with your peck in your hands,
No.
man.
It's just stroking.
Steering wheel all a mess.
Cooking sausage in there. It's too toasty.
Sorry, I just had to mention it because they're so fucking. We saw him the other night, and he leered at my girlfriend's chest for a long, long time.
Oh, that's friendly of him.
And I was like, "Oh, that's a." I said it real loud because we're like in the middle of like an alley, like near an alley. I'm like, "Hey, that's a guy who watches porn at Walmart."
Perfect.
You saw him.
Yeah, we saw him. Yeah.
Awesome.
In front of his apartment, he was
great.
cooling himself, watching something on his. He didn't have his neck thing, but he had his tablet.
Oh, okay.
He was watching porn.
Was he really?
Yeah, again. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What a friendly guy.
Like this guy, this guy. I mean, I'm not harshing on this guy's life, but it's kind of fucked up that you'd be watching porn walking into Walmart. Like, watch porn. I don't give a fuck what you
Just
do.
watch it in the
whatever your life is.
area,
Yeah. Or
away
watch it
from other people.
in your car. Let the cop arrest you because, you know.
Did he have like headphones in, or is he just watching?
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. No, this is, yeah. It was the neck thing
Yeah.
had headphones attached.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy's living in year 3000. What am I doing?
Right. I don't know. It was Wally, dude. It was Wally. If he got on the rideable car, it would have been motherfucking Wally with porn. Like, oh, yeah, that's what we do. Bloop. Watching the porn. Let's go to the toilet.
Oh, yeah. He should have been riding one of those little scooters in.
Yeah, that's I was hoping.
Let's drag race.
The children's court, though, they did. They decided to permanently remove the kids. And,
Save whatever they can.
right.
It's fucked.
There was no realistic possibility to restore any of the children to their biological family.
Nah, that's probably for the best.
Right. They've been trying though to get connections with the younger kids. They've all been blocked. All the like elder family members, and the police tried to deport Betty back to New Zealand. Because that's where she was born. She's one of the original kids.
Right.
I didn't want to list off all the names because there were 7. That's a lot of names.
Yep.
And there's 40 now, so I'm going to start right now. So there's Betty, Percival.
I'm going to punch you in your kneecap.
Tootsie Pop.
With a bat.
Ooh.
Mackey's Jr. Mackey's other junior.
Mackey's
Is this
prime.
based on where they were made, or?
I don't know, because then I got Z, which is just the letter Z, a period.
Is it Zed over there?
What? And this one's just a scratch. It's just like an actual, looks like a scratch. I don't know. Like, down the genetic line, the words just didn't matter.
No, that's just the poop smear. Like, when a dog wipes their ass on the carpet. That's what that is.
Got a regular poop smith on our hands.
It's a poop smear.
Now, Betty, she fought deportation. She was released November 2015. She befriended a model and resides in South Australia with her daughter, Raylene, and 2 other male relatives. She's also tried to get other relatives back together because they scattered. They kind of scattered about.
Sure. Just,
spread their seed in other ways, normal ways, maybe clean.
they gotta set up new franchises.
Right. Or maybe they just went, in pairs, like God intended all the animals or whatever.
2 by 2.
Yeah, 2 by 2.
Of different familial
Well,
types.
like Moonhead goes with, Stump Nose. We'll make some good ones.
Ooh.
The girl with no legs, she needs to go with the guy with no arms. It'd be like Crippled Masters. They'll make great kids.
New freak shows.
Right. Yeah. It was just wild reading about this. I never saw that movie with Barbara Baekeland.
Savage
Grace. Julianne Moore is in it.
She's an interesting actress.
Never saw it though, and I never heard of the Colt case before.
You mentioned them. You said 2 by 2 and making different kinds of genetic deformations.
You want to play Pokemon?
No, it reminded me of this book that I read a while ago. It was called Geek Love. It was by Catherine Dunn. And it was about this guy and him and his wife. They pretty much create their own freaks by actually doing things to her while she's pregnant, like exposing her to uranium or whatever while she's pregnant.
Nice.
And they have these kids that they basically, it's a family of freaks.
Nice.
Excellent book.
All right.
Yeah. Geek Love.
Did they get superpowers?
No superpowers.
That's a good one to read in bed with your lady. Get all hot. And then I wear the lead.
Listen to this, dude.
You get in bed. Oh,
That's hot.
Yeah.
You sleeping alone tonight.
Right. Like, I don't want to hurt my balls and stuff, but this is for you.
Yeah. It glows.
Right. And there's a hole in it, so you can get pregnant and have the weird baby.
Perfection.
Right. It's a uranium baby. It's like Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. I am Nuclear Man. That was Gene Hackman doing the voice. Yeah, Superman 4. No? Superman,
Nope.
any of the old Supermans?
Nope.
Wow. That's cool. Someday.
Maybe.
Because avoid Superman 3, 4. We'll talk about those later.
Okay.
I have to revisit Superman Returns. Because you see that Alex Ross drawing where he depicted Brandon Routh as the older Superman.
Well, he's going to be in that Supergirl show.
Yeah, because he plays the Atom.
Right.
He's going to be playing Superman in the Crisis on Infinite Earth sort of deal.
But he is gonna have a mustache. They're gonna let him have a mustache finally.
They're gonna let him have. He's gonna keep it.
He's gonna be El Superman. He's gonna have
super mustache.
Mustache.
They're gonna have arrows pointing to it. Like, see, it's here.
Oh no, he's just gonna hold his finger to it the whole time. It's a finger mustache like this. See,
Is he like the people who get the tattoo across the finger?
right? But he doesn't have one.
Okay.
See, I'm just using mine right now. So he doesn't have one. So
Okay.
it looks like this.
Yeah.
He'll tap it sometimes when he's angry.
Ooh. I need a mustache that does that.
That's funny. That looks like that's part of his face, his finger.
Yeah.
He looked like Count Drago.
Right.
No,
That's
Count
what I was
Drago.
going for. Ivan Drago.
No, I was thinking of Farscape there. Damn it.
So yeah, really, love your kids, but not that way. Really.
No, please.
Yeah, Meatloaf was right, man. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Craziness, mental illness. It's a real thing. You know, it's a tough thing to deal with.
But I won't do that.
Yeah, that's what Meatloaf meant. I think.
No, I won't do that.
Yeah, listen to Meatloaf. Don't touch those kids.
Right? Yeah. Oh no, he won't. He likes ladies. I think he rides. Oh, he's not here anymore, is he? Meatloaf died.
I don't know.
Meatloaf died.
Did he?
I don't know.
Meatloaf is listening right now. Like, no, motherfucker, I didn't
I
die.
hope Meatloaf is
I
listening.
did
Cool.
not die.
Well, see, if he is listening, he's gonna kill this episode probably now because.
These fucking assholes.
Oh, I hope he gets sued by Meatloaf.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That would be the best way to go out, getting sued by Meatloaf.
Yeah.
That'd be the best.
That's a good bankruptcy move, I think.
Well, he's so not prevalent anymore. You put Meatloaf in, first thing that shows the food. They don't show the singer.
I think it's just tailored based on your search history, so I think you're just looking for recipes.
Right, you just love Meatloaf. So I'm gonna go get some Meatloaf, big Meatloaf.
He's still rocking, 71.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're alive, Meatloaf. We love you, Meatloaf.
We love you, Meatloaf.
Great job in Fight Club.
I want to ride a motorcycle with you, Meatloaf.
Keep it up.
Yeah, you could be my bad boy.
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go find some meatloaf. Make a big meatloaf sandwich. I think. Ketchup. No, I wouldn't eat that. No ketchup.
Why not?
Mustard.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've never had mustard on meatloaf.
Yeah, and some pickled onions.
Then you haven't lived, son. That's
But
like,
it could be any meatloaf, like mom's meatloaf, or just like meatloaf's meatloaf.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It's like tater tots with Golden's mustard.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. So I'm gonna go do that.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna go read about Meatloaf.
yes, you should.
I wasn't sure if he was alive or dead, so I mean I've got a lot of learning to do about his life.
He's alive.
71.
He's a bat out of hell.
Texas boy.
Is he still in Texas?
Yeah, I think so. Or in LA, probably.
That's cool.
Or space. Hanging with Richard Branson,
Nice.
right? And Jay-Z.
And John McAfee. He's gonna eat his own dick next year. Remember that
Oh, shit.
on live TV.
Oh.
Because Bitcoin will not hit $500,000
No.
next year.
Is Ellison going to be there?
Harlan Ellison?
Larry.
He's dead. So.
Spoilers.
In spirit.
The spirit's gonna be there?
Yes.
In spirit.
Will Eisner's. So on that note,
Spirit.
be good to yourselves. Be good to everyone. I'm Jason.
Kevin.
I'm Lee.
And remember, mental illness is a serious thing.
And get help if you feel that you do need to speak to somebody.
There's always someone out there to speak to you. It could be your neighbor. It could be your friends. If you don't feel like you have any friends, you can talk to one of us.
Yeah, I'm always available to talk to.
Yep. We all have emails. We have Jason, Kevin, and Lee at Weird and Weary. If you want to send us directly, we have info at Weird and Weary to send us anything you want us to talk about. Maybe if there's anything you might want to share. Catch us on Twitter, Instagram, Bleep Book, and I'm getting rid of my own personal account. I hate that place, but they're all vile, toxic places. So just listen to us here, wherever you're listening to us.
Yeah, we're not vile or toxic. We whisper in your ears all day.
That's right.
And plus, don't worry about your names being used. None of your names will be used. It'll be all confidential. We'll make up some names.
Except Lee Noble's name.
We'll call
Except
him.
my name.
We'll just insert Lee Noble in every story.
No, but see, they'll be on the air and people will be like, yo, I believe that he did this. Nope.
One time, Lee
No
Noble,
Lee Noble.
in high school, he
JKL Media.
Jekyll.